My father kept our birth certificates and social security cards in a floor safe in his office, and he told us that was the proof of who owned us. My family ran a towing and salvage yard in a county I'm not going to name. My father and his 2 brothers, and between them about 19 kids. The boys started pulling wrecks at 13. None of us finished school. He signed the withdrawal papers himself, told the county we were homeschooled, and nobody ever came out to check. The doctrine got repeated every single day. Everything outside that fence is a mark. Family money is family money, and nobody leaves. The women didn't drive. They didn't have bank accounts. My mother hadn't held her own ID since she was 19. I once watched my cousin Dale put his wife into a doorframe over a phone bill, and I watched 4 grown men keep eating, but I always had my mother. After everyone went out to the yard, she and I would sit at the kitchen table and she'd tell me about the town she grew up in, 90 miles away, like it was a country she'd emigrated from. She made me promise, over and over, that I'd be different, that whatever else happened, I wouldn't turn into them. When I turned 18, my father decided I should start earning on my own. He sent me to the county swap meet on a Saturday, with a truck bed of stripped parts, a price list, and orders not to talk to anybody longer than the sale took. I need to explain what that day was like for somebody who had never actually been anywhere. A woman selling peach preserves gave me a jar for helping her move a table. There was a bluegrass band. A man argued with me about an alternator for 20 minutes, and then shook my hand and told me I was sharp. Kids were running around barefoot, and nobody in that entire field was afraid of anybody. I hadn't known people lived like that. That's where I met her. I'll call her June. She was $2 short on a bracelet. I covered it. That was the whole thing. We sat on a tailgate for 2 hours. She drew, carried an actual sketchbook, and she had 5 siblings, and a house she'd been trying to get out of since she was 15. I had never once laughed out loud in front of a stranger. We traded numbers. I drove home happier than I'd ever been in my life. There were 3 squad cars and an ambulance in the yard. They let me look for a second before they closed the bag. The bruising on my mother's arms was old, not new. I knew every one of those. I'd put the ice on them. The report said she fell on the concrete apron outside the shop bay. Accidental. One deputy wrote it and another signed it, and both of those men had been getting their trucks worked on free at our yard for 10 years. I packed a bag that night. I called June from a gas station and told her I knew how insane it sounded, but I couldn't stay. And did she want to go? She said, give me 40 minutes. We drove north with $1,100 between us, slept in the truck twice, motels after that, and somewhere around Bowling Green we stopped calling it temporary. I got on a drywall crew. She got hired at a bakery on the 4 a.m. shift and came home covered in flour, smelling like bread. 1 bedroom over a laundromat. I've never been happier in an uglier place. 14 months in, I was 3 payments into a ring. Then I came home from work and there were police cars out front. He'd found us. A cousin, probably. Maybe the truck title. He came through our door while June was there alone and told her she was going back with him and that I'd follow. When she reached for her phone, he took it out of her hand. She hit him once with the pry bar I keep by the door. He died in the stairwell. They charged her with manslaughter. Her public defender told us to prepare for 8 to 10 years, and I sat in a hallway and understood that I had cost her everything by loving her. Then my brothers came. 3 of them had gotten out in the 2 years after I did. Wade first, then the twins. They'd found each other. They were rooming together in Ohio, all 3 in counseling, and Wade was finishing his GED at 26. All 3 testified. Wade sat up there and described 19 years of that house in a flat, steady voice for 2.5 hours, and the room did not move. They pooled everything they had for a real attorney. The jury was out 4 hours. We got married in Wade's backyard in October. All 3 of my brothers stood up with me. A woman from the bakery cried harder than anyone. Our daughter is due in March. Her paperwork is already filled out. It goes in a drawer in our kitchen. Anyone in this house can open it.